Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. Serena enjoyed spice in her life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. So many afternoons spent in this armchair. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? She made this with her own hands. She was really good. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to "Every cabin needs one." She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name. Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. These keys are for the cabin and the car. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them?
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost had it. What was she trying to tell me? Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. When did we let this window get so gunked up?
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much.
Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house?
When did the color fade from those lampshades? That's why we liked them in the first place. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. I never noticed it before, but there's a tiny crack in it. I still remember when this thing smelled of fresh paint. How could I possibly forget the color of her hair like that, even for a moment?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. And then you toppled us on the snow.
She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will. Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before. I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once. This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. It's different. But it can't be different. Am I going mad? I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe? Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles. I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to. How I longed to see her sitting in this chair again. It must be any minute now. She must be coming back. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena, that ticking, it never stops. A radiant cover image on this one. Hardly much consolation. These girls look quite adventurous.
Doing more research, dear?
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. I feel too restless to sleep right now. I can almost feel her hair tickling my neck, the intoxicating smell of her skin. Why didn't I fix her lamp? Is that the reason why she was mad at me? But I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Now I remember. It was me. It's just a bunch of a shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of that. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that?
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn... I can't even bear to look at my face. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But the stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage? Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It's just a book. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But I'm too upset to even think straight. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. All the real color faded from it long ago. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I couldn't care less about the damn thing now. This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
Do you realize how stupid this was?
My God.
I had a plan. I took
What is this?
nothing like this would
It can't.
happen. But you
It isn't.
couldn't help your damn self.
How did it happen?
Now,
I
the bulldozers are
can't
coming
remember.
in a minute.
Don't worry, it's all covered.
It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed?
Fire will do it.
It's been months since you.
Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. My face? What's happened to my face? It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until dead, worm-eaten wood. That night, the night we had that fight, this is where she told me. What a damn fool I was.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry, it's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene. Oh shit! We forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please, let me go. Please, let me go.